Good morning, Knights. My name is Jacob Magdaleno, and this is the Royal Report. Now I just want to point out that I'm not using my usual studio background like I have before, and that's because we'll actually be using the studio when we return to school on October 12th. More information on the procedures and expectations will be announced in the following weeks, but for students returning, we hope you are excited to resume in a somewhat normal school routine. For those of you staying at home, we hope that you are staying safe and comfortable and that you keep watching the latest news at LHHS. Now, coming back to school and sports is exciting. However, COVID-19 policies are still in place. With this, many schedules, plans, dances, and events have been postponed or canceled. One thing returning to school, however, is sports, with the football team kicking off our year. We've seen our Fighting Knights practice in last week's video. However, here's Katie again with a follow-up video on how COVID is affecting sports.
I'm Ashley Trafficani. I'm a junior, and I'm on the varsity volleyball team.
What's up, guys? My name is Dan Burnett. I am a junior, and I am on the Lake Havasu City varsity football team.
COVID hasn't really impacted me that much, or at least as much as I thought it would. The only big difference is that we have to wear masks to practice.
COVID has impacted me as an athlete in a couple ways. One, being forced to wear a mask. It sucks, especially for conditioning.
Our sport now is basically the same. We're allowed to travel, we're allowed to play. The only differences is that we're not allowed to high-five the other team during a game. We're not allowed to have as many people in the stands as we used to, and we have to sanitize the balls more.
Sport's definitely a little hectic right now, trying to figure out all the logistics to it. But as of now, we only have an 8-game schedule. Usually we have a 10-game schedule. And if we do make playoffs, we will not have a golden shovel game.
Some positives to doing sports during COVID is that I get to see my friends again. I finally get to get out of the house, and it's just a lot of fun. Finally to get in shape again. It feels great.
In all of this, if there are any positives, I would say it's probably the weather factor. Being in Havasu, it's super hot, and with the season being delayed a little bit, it's kind of nice that we can have our games more in the October-November time frame.
Now, as many of you know, fall break is only a week away. And during your break, you'd probably want to lay down with some friends and family and relax and watch some classic movies. Well, let's throw back to an old movie and see what Kayla thinks of it.
Our local movie theater is opening up, so I wanted to do another film review. Flushed Away is a 1920s silent horror drama with British rats. You can tell they're British because of their teeth. I will review the story on the plot and acting. The acting made me feel as though I were transported to a world of British rats, which was not a very good feeling, but very good acting. The main character is Roddy, a pet rat with 0 friends, kinda like me. Roddy is flushed down the toilet by a sticky rat named Sid. Roddy ends up in the sewer version of London, which looks and probably smells just like London. Sorry, I'll lay off the anti-Britain jokes. In the sewer, Roddy meets his main love interest, Rita, who is obviously his love interest because she's not like other rats. They fight over a ruby and meet this frog guy who's evil and wants to murder everyone because he has abandonment issues. That's really all you need to know. This movie is top tier. It would not be an exaggeration to say this movie is without a doubt the cure to my ailments, the bringer of my salvation, and the hope to humanity. I'd give it a 5 out of 5.
Now, I agree with that 5 out of 5 rating. Flushed Away is a classic animation and is relevant to 2020, as some of you would want to flush away this year. But anyways, I love to travel and get outdoors and get some fresh air. However, traveling in the West Coast may be dangerous and you may not get some fresh air due to the fires raging in California, Oregon, Arizona, and many more states. Cities were covered in orange smoke and millions of acres were destroyed. The fires are spreading dangerously across states. But here's Natalia with the latest information.
Hey guys, Natalia Spencer here. Recently, there have been a few fires around the United States. Wildfires can be started in all sorts of ways, such as lightning strikes, campfires, cigarettes, power lines, and more. 75 large fires have burned more than 3.7 million acres in 11 states. California, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Arizona, and Utah are a few of the many states that have these current fires. Researchers found that climate change plays a significant role in the fires alongside nearly a century of lack of forest maintenance. Fires not only kill animals, land, destroy homes and businesses, but create poor air quality. This year, wildfires have destroyed 4,200 buildings. The air quality in these states can be unbearable for many to breathe. Make sure to be safe and stay up to date with these current fires.
Thank you, Natalia, and thank you to all the firefighters who continue to control the spread. We hope as the temperatures begin to drop for fall and winter, the fires will be contained. And as the temperatures drop, it's best to stay indoors where it's warm and cozy. You can try something new in the kitchen, cook up a recipe. A recipe. How about we let Sydney do the talking and eating with this snack recipe?
We may not be at school, but we could still use some easy after-school snacks, and I have one of my favorites here for you right now. All you'll need is pizza or pasta sauce, cheese, and an English muffin. First, you're going to toast your English muffin for however long you'd like. Then, throw some pizza sauce on there, cheese, and put it in the microwave for 1 minute. Once your minute is done, you could take it out of the microwave and enjoy it however you would like. Hope this helps for an easy afternoon snack.
Now that's something I want to make in the kitchen, but don't get too full. Always save some room for dessert. Before we close, we have a couple of announcements. So one, we really appreciate all the support we've been getting. We've been working really hard to produce every news package to give to you. However, with fall break coming up next weekend on a regular school schedule, there would be no Friday, there will be no Royal Report next week. So I hope you don't miss us too much, and for anyone who won't miss us, that's okay, we'll be back in a few weeks. Lastly, for anyone wanting to attend a college fair, you most certainly can. At your house on Zoom. Well, what did you expect? The dates for the virtual college fair are on October 12th, October 18th, and November 8th. And guess what? It's free. So sign up at virtualcollegefairs.org to get an amazing experience for the future. Well, thank you so much for taking some time out of your morning to watch the Royal Reports. I'm Jacob Magdaleno, and have a great fall break.